lie to you kids, it's a fucking jungle out there. Keep your head on tight. Unknown brain and mind me, baby, let's do it. Y'all see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, see me flying, never drop down, smoking high, I am not round, I'm not round, no denying what I got now, keep an eye out, keep it locked down, get too strong when I battle with the beast, bring a few on, the commander and the chief on my crew on, bullets rattling and whistle at your toque, never sleep, eyes open, hands clutching on my loot, it's a war zone. It's a war zone. Yo, this a motherfucking war zone. Feel the impact, yeah, break it open, leaving nothing intact. Hey yo, you been hacked, you're safe, hardened, but I found it, homie, been cracked. Hey yo, we been back, your band stacking, see you flexing with the thin stack. Hey bitch, you been whacked, I kill them all, feel a motherfucking impact. Yo, this a war zone, homie, say you ready and prepared. Take a minute, make them aware. Well, I'll be sneaking in the back, but it's what the clap, homie, life ain't fair. Caught me crawling through the mud with a vision, saw it clearly. Born a shepherd to these sheep, make them fear me. This a war zone, trashed out, trap house, nothing ever given. Yeah, every day's a blessing, thank the Lord, oh how I'm living. See me riding with my top down, oh cops round, pedal pressing on the gas. I don't think I'll ever stop.
Devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand on the trigger. The devil in a red dress, call 911, I'm a killer. You know I hate to confess. Bang bang, got my hand, call.
What's going on, guys? How's everybody doing? Today, I am super pumped. This is literally, I swear to God, this is going to be like, when we start stream, it's going to be my third run through the pits with a pit singer. I literally did like 2 runs before stream. So I'm pretty pumped. I'll go over the gear in a little bit. I like doing my morning coffee thing before we start stream, but I have to give credit where credit is due. This is basically a clone copy of FLP's Pit Singer setup. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We have, yeah, James, yeah, going pretty crazy. Got a video on Monday, released a video today, Twitch stream last night, all that stuff. So should be a good stream, but yeah, gotta give credit where credit is due. It is FLP's build. I'll be a little bit new, to be honest, to playing the characters, so don't expect any top tier gameplay, but we'll get her done. 655 MF. Not quite as much as FLP has cried 3 times about Hipster Thursday. It's not even Hipster Thursday. R. Herning, you never get notified? Make sure you join the Discord. I think right there. There's your link. Then you'll get hit up with Discord, and you can... I send out a ping on Discord. Oh, I'm gonna send out a quick ping on Twitter. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just waiting for the comment that's like, hurry up and start streaming. Grind the pits. There we go. Everybody has been notified via Twitter. Crazy Horse, yes, we are rocking the Pit Singer today, man. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good stream. I got a good feeling. We dropped unique sacred armor yesterday with 250 MF, and today we have 655. Got a good feeling. You got that love and feeling. Oh, la, la, la. Okay, I'm not gonna sing. I was trying to do the one Top Gun song. I love Top Gun so much. Speaking of which, I'm definitely going to play, or definitely going to watch the new Top Gun. Alright, so... Luco, well, I have like hours of Pit Singer and Pindle Zirkin, and I have like 2 runs prior to this stream on the Pit Singer, but I can tell you right now, from doing 2 runs, that's like nothing to base it off of, but I think that the Pit Singer is safer to play, easier to play at a higher efficiency level, so Pit Singer is always going to be better, but I feel like you can play at a top level with the Pit Singer for longer than you can the Pit Zerker. Yakushi, thank you so much for the membership. Kicking things off with a bang. That is what she said. Thank you so much, Yakushi. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, James, I'm going to show the gear. I'll show the gear, and I'll go over the skill tree and everything. I plan on doing a but you have to listen to Worker all the time. I plan on doing a build video. This will probably be my next next build video, but again, this is all FLP's setup. But so I have the bare minimum strength to equip my gear, which I mean, it's just enough with my charms to get to 77 to wear Enigma, and then I have Enigma, and then like the plus strength from the rest of my gear. Really just need to get 77. 75 into Dex, because the Pit Zerker, you use the 6-isted Phase Blade on the offhand, because you need it for the IAS for Berserk. With the Pit Singer, you can use a Crystal Sword, because you're using Warcry, so you don't have as high a Dex requirement as the Phase Blade set up with the Pit Zerker, because you have a Grief Phase Blade and a 6-isted Phase Blade, so I only have 75 Dex. to wield a wizard spike. And then here's where things get kind of questionable, and it kind of depends on if you want to time to turn time to turn down my volume before. Oh, that's golden. That is golden. So anyways, this is where it kind of gets questionable or debatable on your setup, but I have enough vitality with battle orders. I have 3,500 health, which I think is enough. With Howl and Warcry, you have a lot of safety, and also you have capped res, so I put a bunch of extra points into energy, so I have 1,500 mana when I bow, and that's really just so that I can shut off my brain and not have to worry about potting. You could absolutely run like 1k mana, and you probably won't have too much of an issue, but if you kind of want to just shut your mind off and not worry about potting, I have a bunch of extra points into mana. Why am I not using double well, with this setup, I hit 105 FCR. I hork on the main hand, and then the offhand, I have 2 Hodos for a plus, like a boost to my battle orders, right? So you could, in theory, run something like this and then switch to the offhand with like double Isted Crystal Swords, but I don't see the point. I talked about it with FLP. We kind of decided it's not really worth it. Doc, show my mic. Why? I have a different pop filter on my mic, so I can keep my microphone out of the webcam now, which I think kind of is better. But the gear is, so the main hand, 6 Isted Wizard Spike, 6 Isted Phase Blade, Enigma, a Rax, 2 SOJs, and Mage Fists, and a Caster Amulet that has, oh shit, I got the wrong Caster Amulet. Ah, stream fail. Well, okay, this Caster Amulet works, but it's not as good as the one that I wanted to use. I wanted to use this Caster Amulet right here, just because it has extra energy, or has more mana than okay, so give me 1 second, I'll pull that off. Switch amulets out. Let me check my strength. So we'll pull 2 off of vitality. So there's 77 to our Enigma. And we were, okay, so we'll repeat. Isted Wizard Spike, Enigma, 6 Isted Crystal Sword, not Phase Blade. Then I have this you need 215 FCR because you have 50 here, 20 here, 20 here is 90. So then you need 15 to hit 105 FCR. So this one is 2 to Barb skills, enough FCR with mana. Obviously MF would be better. I have a perfect Topaz Shaco, which I hate wearing this on a Barb. It's so ugly, but you have to. I think I said this already. 2 SOJs for mana, War Travelers, and then an entire inventory of MF Small Charms. They're all 7s with, I have a 635 AR, which technically is useless. That's just my Pitzerker Charm. I'm just too lazy. And then I have a 310-6, which again is useless. So ideally you'd want like 7 MF, like 17 mana Small Charms, like an inventory of something like that. Sean Corey, is anyone else audio clipping? Are you guys having issues with the audio? Audio's fine? That's weird. Is everybody okay? Audio is clipping here also. What do you mean clipping? I got 2 people saying it's clipping and I have people saying it's fine. Audio is good, audio's fine, audio's fine, audio's fine, it's fine, it's clipping. Great. Okay, I'm just gonna not worry about it. You can try refreshing the page if you're having issues. But okay, yeah, and then Mercenary. This isn't ideal. I kind of just threw this together for the stream. I have 17 med, 6 critical strike insight with treachery and G-face with the 40 ED duel. So in theory, you kind of want cannot be frozen, but I can kind of, I don't know. Like I said, I did 2 pit runs. We can always swap out to something like a Kira's Guardian. I don't have a chammed, chammed G-face or anything like that. But, So there we go. When I'm fully buffed, 3600 health, 1400 mana. That's on offhand. Main hand, we go up to 1536. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not god tier playing the game. Or just playing this character. It's like my third pair run ever. But basically, you teleport, howl, spam Warcry, and then Hork. All that loot. But I have capped res, so I don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about res too much with the Pit Circer in general, or sorry, when you're farming the pits in general, but you have capped with the Whiz Spike with this setup, so. There's Amuletta. I always question whether or not I should waste my time trying to grab rares. Is it magic damage? It's physical damage, melee damage. So that's better, they kind of scattered and... Come on, Merc! I'm good, man. Doing my first ever Pit Singer stream. Take a little while to get used to the character, but there you go. So that's an idea of the lots of rah, yeah. Keep forgetting. Gotta switch. Who's singer? Who's a better singer, DB or the Barb? Good question.
I am overburdened.
The Barb for sure? Ouch. Come on, guys. You guys know how important singing is to me. Look at that. Soul Drainers. Right off the bat. 4/7 Soul Drainers. What's my damage? Warcry is 900. An Ornate Plate. And Light Plate. That's 3 uniques in the same run. Oh, I love Pit Singer. Or Pit Singer. It's taken me a little while to get really dialed in on the character. Like, I think it's kind of obvious that I'm a little bit rusty. Glenn, what's the MF on this setup? They're not really rusty. Rusty implies that you were good at it and then you didn't get good at it from lack of practice. Or like, ew. I have 655 MF. This setup. So I find that I don't think Cannot Be Frozen is too much an issue on the Merc. I don't know what you guys think, but I can always switch out the G-Face for Kira's. That's like an easy way of getting Cannot Be Frozen source. Oh, you'd substitute the Barb singing with a Windows XP shutdown? You know how annoying that would be? Why not Cham V-Gaze? Cold damage on the helmet. Plus, like I said, I don't feel like... Has there been that many times where he's been sitting there frozen? I really don't think it happens enough to... I mean, ideally, you'd probably want something like a Chammed Endarials or something. But... you ever, Drew? No, not enough, buddy. Not enough.
I can't.
It's a little bit annoying when they are running away on you. No, this Merc has no life leech set up at the moment. But he's got, what does he got? 5k health. And players 1 pits. I mean, I don't think I've had a close call yet with him. So. Again, I'm not saying this is like ideal setup either. This is like around fourth pit singer run ever. That's all of them. Did you play much hardcore in Battle.net last rates? I don't really play much Battle.net at all. And if I do, I typically play softcore. Typically. Like 99.99% of my gameplay is softcore. A little bit better. I think positioning is really key to this character, is being able to time it so that you howl, you scatter everything away, and then the mercenary actually focuses on the champion or boss pack. There was just like nothing there that run. He's frozen there. The mercenary did get frozen from that Nova there, so I don't know. I mean, we could throw Kira's on. Thoughts on D4? I'm excited for going. I'm not going to BlizzCon. I don't think I'd ever go to BlizzCon unless they like. Unless I tried to get. Like if they gave me free tickets, maybe, but. They haven't approached me, and I haven't bothered trying to ask them to go to BlizzCon, but I am excited for Diablo 4, absolutely. I will probably switch gears for a while and play Diablo 4 if it's a good game. Knife. What's up, Rainmaker wannabe? Hello, chat. Works. So I have seen example runs of this character on YouTube where the guy uses a double six-assisted plays bait on Switch, which is a pretty cool setup, but at least this way, 655 MF, and I don't have to invest 12 Isterns to run it. He's like a really loud Nova Sorceress. You think he's worse than a Nova Sorceress? FLP, why are you so upset over D4, man? It could be like a really good addition to the Diablo genre. Like it... I want to at least give it a chance. Like, I feel like if you're not willing to at least give it a chance, then that's kind of... I don't know.
I am overburdened.
You don't believe in Diablo 4? Stone Skin.
I am overburdened.
I'm definitely gonna give it a chance, 100%. I feel like it's a mistake not to. Come on, Merc. Gotta get those faster kills for me. I mean, if you want to play Diablo 2 your entire life, which there's nothing wrong with that. Joshua Roth, what's going on, man? Fooling around with a pit singer today. Like my very first experience with this character. It's like kind of a loud and obnoxious but safer to play Singer Barb. Or Pit Singer Barb, sorry. Gonna be an epic stream? I hope so. I just want to get one crazy singer drop. When we see the Boson build, well, I have to actually like respec and stuff, so. You think you need? Well, I don't have a lot of experience to back on to say whether or not I think you need it, Sickaway. But I do think it's nice for scattering everything so that the Mercenary focuses just on what you want to kill instead of minions, so. And maybe it's overkill, I don't know. Sean Corey, you're one day away from leveling that D up? What color, buddy? What color are you right now? Are you green? Going to light blue? Or you're light blue going to dark blue?
One day away from that big DLVL up.
Right on, buddy. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it, Sean. I just feel like this character is just way easier to play at a high level than the Pit Singer. I think, anyways. Ruby Jewel Fervor? Yeah, it's true. I did leave the let the jewel go, but that's okay. You don't know that FLP though. You have to give it a shot though. Like you can't just speculate it's gonna be something without actually trying it. And obviously there's gonna be some type of monetization system, but what's wrong with like... What's wrong with something like a Fortnite where you pay for skins or whatever, but you can't get like an unfair advantage? You can just pay for like a unique tier of might wing set on your character, or you can get like a little pet summon minion to follow you around. I feel like this is the type of character that I could play steady for... Oh, dude. I guy just got like blown up in one shot. Didn't even get a chance to howl. Warcry. Why no loot filter, Berthus? I just really haven't taken the time to install it. And I don't think that I need it. With the exception of... Which, this has been brought up a lot, with the exception of the one Wind Force drop that I missed. Or farming like LK Super Chest. I don't think it's that big a deal to have. Like, I can live without it. And I've been without it for this long, so I just don't see the point of changing. Charm. Revive poison damage over 5 seconds. What weapon is the Merc using, Greg? Insight. You really... This is a mana gluten hungry character, so you pretty much don't have... You can change up the helmet or the body armor setup on this Mercenary, but you pretty much need a 17 meditation insight. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's... I feel like you can play this at a high level, Sickblade, for a lot longer than the Pit Singer or Pit Zerker. That's annoying when they run off like that.
I can't carry anymore.
Okay, Talons. We'll just leave it. Back there, nope. Quickly, if you scroll the stream back to the start, I spent like 10 minutes going over the gear setup, the skill tree. Oh, I didn't go over the skill tree. I had the gear setup and the attributes. Unless somebody in chat wants to kind of spam the gear out in a message, I don't... Like, you can just scroll the stream back and then you'll see it, Fukli. That reminds me of Austin Powers. You know that scene when he's like, "Fuck me, fuck you." As soon as I stop shouting, you can hear me. Unfortunately, there's a lot of shouting on this character. I can take the sound level down a little bit if it's that annoying for you guys. Look at how fast. 105 FCR item find on the main hand.
Carry anymore.
Such a beautiful. Such a beautiful thing. Good singer should be played at max volume, just for pure irking of stream viewers. Let's do it.
I am overburdened.
I wonder if the Mercenary's clear speed would be a lot better with Chains of Honor. Oh, it would be. You could even use Fortitude, because I don't think Fortitude would shatter the corpses that often. But I could actually try Fort instead. I'd have to mule it off my Sorceress. Because you're only getting the cold damage from the, what do you call it, Ice Bolts.
I can't carry anymore. I am overburdened.
What do you think? Should we try a Fortitude setup? Change of Honor is better than Fortitude? Well, the thing about... that didn't send. You think Chains of Honor is better for... Yeah, this is my first time running a Tripam. Some parts are kind of like Stone Skin, or if the Mercenary is frozen, because they don't have kind of a frozen source. A little bit of pain in the butt, but have we tried a Dream? No, I've never tried. Oh, the Air Sorcerer setup? No, I haven't. I've been collecting lightning damage small charms for 2 years though, trying to eventually get that build set up. And I do have the base. I just need to roll Beast, and then we're set, good to go. Balrog Skin. Your Stone Skin really slows Hit Singer down. That's where I was thinking Fortitude would be nice. Josh Chestnut, thank you so much for the subscription, Josh. Appreciate the channel support, man. Thank you so much. Ah, blue Sacred Armor. See, guys? We got a unique Sacred Armor last stream. We're working towards it. Tyrell's Might with the Pit Singer. You heard it here first. Arm. 19 of life. Here's the scrotum if I drop Tyrell's Might today. No. If I drop 3 Tyrell's Might today in this single stream, I'll do it. That's the only way. Mike, do you ever play Classic sometimes? I don't at all, but I've actually debated. I want to try and set up a stream, like I want to do a Classic playthrough as a group, like stream it. I feel like that'd be kind of fun and enjoyable and definitely different. Too much coffee? I usually have one of those a day, Guhide. 1 extra large double a day. Chin.
I can't carry anymore.
Soul Drainers and viewership as a drop? Who edited that? Who edited that? Instant mod banned. Sponsored by Tim Hortons? Think of all the free advertisement I give Tim Hortons. All the time. I did get a howl there. Sash.
It's locked.
Don't have keys either. Not a big deal. Kozagon Gaming. You can change it by exclamation. What is it? Exclamation command, I think. I don't even know how to change it. I know that I just gotta go through and ban some of my mods. Taurus, what's up? Gotta hope they don't make it back to the... Oh, there's big money in remakes and remasters and stuff. The Lion King, Aladdin, just non-stop, right? Adrian, I'm doing great, man. Thank you for asking. How are you? It's not exclamation command. That's spammed all the commands. Goes on. What else? Mana Burn and Stone Skin. Everything a Pit Singer loves. Classic World of Warcraft. I've never played Warcraft or ever got into it. I'd potentially stream it if it's something you guys would want to see. Like, see a completely noob mess around. But other than that, I don't really have too much desire.
I am overburdened.
They're running out of video ideas, Bohe. All it comes down to. Remastering Godzilla, or redoing Godzilla, adding on to Jurassic Park, making, 400 Star Wars movies. Just what it is. And booties, best Runwalk Dex is 17 MF. Not quite good enough. Bez, it's good to see you in stream, buddy. They don't have to work too hard for if they keep... Well, that is the biggest thing that drives me nuts about... Like, I hate the Avengers movies. I hate the Avengers movies, and they just keep making them, and making them, and making them. And it's because they make, like, $1 billion every movie. They could make any storyline they wanted to, slap Avengers on it, some explosions and stuff, and then boom, $1 billion every movie. Adrian, if you scroll back to the start of stream, I went over gear pretty specifically. If like a quick rundown: SOJs, Arax, Mage Fist, Caster Amulet, Enigma, 6-Sisted Crystal Sword, Isted Whiz Spike, and a Perfect Topaz Shakeup. With 2 hodos on Switch for higher battle orders. Winged Axe, F! F, 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 F. Ah! Gonna leave that item on the ground. I'm so sick of that item. If it's not F, get out of here. Could have made a throw barb. It's not F, don't care. No, I didn't actually ban you, Matt. How would I ban you while I'm streaming from commands? Maybe Kozagan did it? No idea. Maybe Bez did it. I blame Bez.
I am overburdened.
When in doubt, blame Bez. Maybe Nightbot's not working. It should. I didn't change anything, so it should be fine. Maybe YouTube's just taking a crap again. Come on, Merc, focus on the whale.
It's locked.
I always blame Bez. Yorick, how's it going? Charlie, you've maxed out my meter on the trolling, so refrain from trolling today, please. Starner, your brother wants to know if I'll play Skyrim. I've never played it before, so... it is players 1, 100%. Why is it slow? It just... I don't have like I should probably switch out Fortitude. I don't have a Chains of Honor, so I should probably just try Fortitude off my... See if there's a big difference in clear speed. The odd corpse will shatter from the... Not frozen armor. Which armor is it, guys? That defensive armor proc. You get the odd... We'll get the odd Shatter Corpse, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Yeah, I'm gonna put Fortitude on my Mercenary. We're gonna do it. Because Mercenary does 90% of the killing with this character, so I think it's a good idea to do that. How's it going? Am I not answering your questions today? You weren't answering my questions on stream. You're a bad streamer. Exactly. Spam those emotes, Bez. Spam those emotes. Tired of Kozakon's BS. Alright, so we're gonna try swapping out... We'll swap out the Treachery for the E-Bug Fortitude, and we'll see what it's like. There should be a noticeable difference in clear speed now. Especially like players 1, Fortitude might set up. Should be huge. He's gonna attack a little bit slower than Treachery, but... That makes me wonder if for this specific setup I should switch my Insight base out. CV might be a bad base, but the thing is that I don't have a 17 med in like a Thresher, so... We'll just rock with what I have. I don't really care if it's not like the best setup. Frank, it's hot as hell. It's actually kind of like mid temperatures, like 20 to 20. I think it's only 25 today. I've had way worse days in my streaming room than today, so. Okay, so that was a stone skin. Definitely faster. But my Merc, so slow with the CV setup. What's up, Valentar? Valentur? How's it going? The Holy Fire, Ant Door from Stack with Fire. No, it won't stack. It won't add to like meteor damage. That's what you mean.
I am
Plus, there's no like FCR on those rumours, so those are kind of like really just show off rumours that are very expensive and not very good. Like they need server rooms and stuff. They're definitely not the best. I've seen really weird builds like an Act 3 Mercenary stacking like the body armor that you mentioned and the shield and having like a high level holy fire ore and stuff, but there's this really like niche setups that Mayho, this build is weird. It's a little different, yeah. A little different. Poor Toby, what's wrong with Toby? What's going on with Toby? Anders, MF won't affect rune drops or key drops for the Countess. Sorry I missed your question, but MF will affect like her items that she can drop, but like it's a better chance of rolling like a unique item if she drops something. But for keys and runes specifically, the only thing that is going to help you is the player's difficulty setting. So typically it's the lower player difficulty setting, higher chance for rune drops, higher player difficulty setting, better chance for keys. This is typically kind of the go-to. Is Toby doing a drinking stream? One thing you'll probably never see me do, drinking stream. Stefan, you want to build a pit singer on ladder? It's a really nice solo MF character. Just the issue is like I spam the pits over and over again with this in single player, where I don't think you're gonna be able to. Okay, so there's stone skin, yeah, fortitude. But then if my Merc is frozen, super slow. Snorting vodka? Who snorts vodka? You're kidding, right? He's not actually physically snorting vodka, is he? Right on, Andrew. You got back in Diablo 2? That's what I like to hear, man. It's like my favorite message that I get on stream. Oh, hey man, I started watching your videos. Got back into Diablo 2. Forgot how much I love this game. Good shit, buddy. Good shit. Good shit. Bez, just spamming emotes, eh? Typical Bez. Die from alcohol poisoning. You ever seen that? What's that show where the guy, he's like a drunk and there's like hundreds, not hundreds of kids, there's like a family of like 10 and he has liver problems and he uses like, he puts it up his rear end to get drunk quicker. What's his name? Shameless? Is it Shameless? It is shameless to do that, but come on. Better be a skiller with plus 40 to life. Due to max damage. Shameless, there we go, thank you. You're spamming Ed Bez? This is crazy, man. Never had a Diablo 2 stream where Bez is actually gonna make it all the way through. Also, I got a question for you guys. I changed the setting of chat for stream. I went to there's low latency, mid latency, and then there's ultra high latency. Whoops, I'm gonna go to Hodo. And the ultra high latency means that you can like reply in almost real time versus like the other one has a little bit of a delay. And the idea is with the more of a delay there is, the higher quality you can stream. So the ultra high or ultra low latency, you can't stream 4K and 1440p, but I stream 720p, so it's not an issue. So I figured this way you guys can like interact and message like in closer real time, if that makes sense. So do you guys notice any changes from typical stream, or? You notice it tripping? Okay. Because if you guys do, I can ignore your stuff in real time. If you guys do like it more than the previous setup, I'm just gonna leave it on it. Because like I said, even if I stream 1080p for other games, like Twitch in the future, I'll just, variety games on YouTube, I'll just leave it in ultra low latency. And Crystal. Well, that's the thing, like the super, like the low latency chat, it's for like, you know, 4K streaming, but I don't stream 4K, so. Do I think my internet, it's shouldn't have any issue on the internet connection. I mean, I haven't dropped frames or anything in this stream, so. Just trying to do stuff to improve, but some people say like Mayho doesn't even notice the difference. Posegon, do you notice the difference? Oh, you did say I can notice if I type in chat. Goes up and stream very quickly before it would take like 10 seconds. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Well, the idea about 4K Diablo Think Big. Like, I've debated streaming 1080p because when I do variety streams on Twitch, I'm still streaming 720p, so I was debating converting my entire OBS setup over to 1080p. It doesn't do anything for D2 streaming, but could be an improvement for like Shadow of Colossus and stuff on Twitch. Come on, there's materials of might. Just foul them. What did Chuckle Dick say? I didn't even catch it. Didn't even catch it. Something about Toby. That's all I saw. Battle Hammer. Bird Home. Rare. Just constantly promoting Tobes. Unplugging Lance so during Unsold. Is it normal because you need a pluggy? The random SOJ counter, Mayo, is just to simulate SOJs being sold on Battle.net and then declone spawning. It's just a way of doing like a fake Diablo clone spawn to make it like Battle.net. That's all it really is.
I am overburdened.
Crescent. Yeah, if you're playing like traditional LAN on Diablo 2, you won't have it. But Buggy, you will have it. Where's my unique sacred armor, man?
I am overburdened.
Another winged axe. Chris, there's no pluggy for 1.13 because there's honestly zero difference between 1.13 and 1.14 other than Blizzard made compatibility changes for Diablo 2 to run better on newer operating systems. But in terms of the actual game itself, it's completely fine. And you can get 1.13 to play completely normal on newer computer by just changing the property settings to Windows Service Pack 3 and running in an administrator mode. So there's no point of the guy who made the pluggy mod to put in all the work to get it to run on 1.14. It would make the installation process a little bit easier, and you'd have less people like corrupting their character files and not properly installing like your pluggy folder and then renaming it for your Diablo folder or your pod folder. Like, it would make things a little bit easier that way, but UL off, the volume is a little bit loud on the game. I can turn it down a tad. Typically, no one's ever really complained about that before. I'll go down one notch. Maybe it's just annoying from the war cry, but to be honest, nobody's ever really complained about. That's very low now, though. Probably just for the war cry spam. Is that what was annoying for you guys? If that's better, I can leave it like that. I don't like it that low, but I guess it's more about what you guys like than what I like. Chris, you use Cobalt? I've never used any bot before on Battle.net. 7 fire S 29 gold find. Yeah, to be honest, I don't like it this low. I'm going to change it back. Sorry. Like, maybe the Warcry spam's a little bit annoying, but opposite bow. You don't like the bows on male? Definitely a weaker character. More one of those like fun characters to play. But if you want like sheer clear speed, you gotta go Javazon. Ozon just can't touch Javazon, unfortunately.
I can't carry anymore. I need a key.
The game sound drowns me out? Are you the only one that's having that? You feel like you're having that issue? Because there's nothing different than my typical setup at all. Like no difference. So I Warcry is a bit much. Okay, well, okay, I'll put it down for the Singer Barb stream then. We'll just go down one notch for gain sound does not drown me out. Yeah, that's like I've done like hundreds of streams. I've never had an issue. That's why it just, but whatever. It's all good. It's all good. You damage enemies a little bit with Warcry, but for the most part, you're relying on the Mercenary. You kind of teleport, you howl, scatter the enemies. Your Warcry does do some physical damage and stuns, and then you kind of just have your Mercenary finish them off, and then you item find corpses. Like I do a little bit of damage. Each one of those Warcries is almost 1k physical damage. It's just not quite to the extent of the Merc's 5 or 6k physical damage. Charlie, come on, man. Enough of trolling today, please. I'm safe. Not Earth. But overall, is the game volume a little bit better now? GP round players, difficulty 1. I wouldn't really go any higher than players 1 with this character. Could maybe do players 3. This is really like my first stream getting used to this character, so I don't have an ideal Merc setup. Like, I don't have the best weapon base, probably. Don't have the best helmet choice either. Probably like Akira's Guardian with a IAS jewel in it. And then Fortitude and maybe like an Insight Thresher or something. Might be a little bit better. Unknown, don't bother with the sound. Okay. It might be one of those things where everybody has different tastes, so I'll just leave it a little bit low for this stream. The crossbow. That's a little bit annoying when you have to constantly tele-stomp. What days? It's all random, my stream schedule. Because this is like a part-time job for me, and I just have a rotating work schedule. I kind of stream when I can, so... You just have to make sure you ring the bell button on YouTube and join the Discord. I send out a ping on Discord, and I send out... Well, YouTube should send out a ping. Sometimes YouTube doesn't. You can always count on a Discord ping. No drops yet, Arden. No drops yet. Kind of got that players one. Low loot dropping. Big Tim. Yeah, just Soul Drainer so far. A blue Sacred Armor, which isn't that crazy. Just a Dimensional Shard today, man. That's all I need. Do I have... I'm using a Perfect Topaz Shaco. Normally I don't like using Shaco on a bar because I think it's so ungodly ugly, but the DR and the mana is... I'd say the mana is kind of more mandatory than the DR. Yeah, it's a Perfect Topaz Shaco. I feel like that's really the best helmet to use. Can't really see anything else. Double-listed IK would have more MF, but you need the mana. That's the issue. But this is such an ugly helmet on a Barbarian. helmet. Streaming from college class? You're streaming right now? I don't think I'd be streaming from college. The amount of money that you're paying to go to school, I'd want to be getting my grades. Try and get a good job when you graduate. Why is Shaco? The mana. It's a really mana-hungry character. And so it's nice to just not have to worry about mana issues. Plus you get like +2 to all skills, which boosts your war cry, boosts your battle orders, boosts your 1-point wonders like natural res, iron skin, all that stuff. Not to mention like the DR and MF. I mean, it's still even like the perfect helmet for the Pitzerker. I just hate the look of it. I'd rather use the IK helmet. You just noticed I'm rocking Shaco now? It is an ugly helmet, I'll give you that. The Barb looks funny too. He's wielding an Eth Crystal Sword and then a Wiz Spike. Yada. 220 Druid. 2 to fire skills. 2 to fire skills and dual leech. Perfect for a melee sorceress. Ever find a blue 3 to Warcries? 2 open socket? Maybe. Still feel like Shaco would be better though. Because you don't really need like... Your Merc does most of the killing, so I don't think you need like higher Warcry damage. All you're gonna get is... I wasn't Warcry. Chris 5, thank you for the sub. Because I already have 56% item hork, and I don't feel like... Oh. Keep it for the Bear Source build? Ah, too late. It's on the ground now. You want to use Dual Dream though, right? You want the Dream Shield, Dream Helmet, cast into Bear, and then I think you swap out the Beast for Open Socket Grizz Caddy. I think that's the setup. You can kind of mess around with, I think, like an Ormus Robe with Enchant to pre-buff your Enchant before you transform and stuff. Never really built the character, but pretty sure that you wouldn't want to use that helmet. Talking before Shales? Okay, cool, unknown. Like I said, I've never played build. Just watched a couple build videos, but I didn't really pay too much attention at the time because I was like, I'm never gonna make that character. But now that I have all the jaws, might try and do Ubers with it or something. Be kind of fun. Rush's mask and Tally's body armor. They'll stack the, like, you'll get a level 30 Holy Shock Aura. I realize I should not have my... Yeah, I don't want to burn my Eth Crystal Sword. Oops. What's my durability on it? 11 out of 11, okay. What happened, Kozagon? Who did you misclicked him what? Throw barb any good? Throw barb's fun, but it's not like top tier. But as soon as I get an F lacerator, I'm making one to play around with, 100%. I want to do bail runs with it, just because you're going to be proccing amplified damage. So I feel like really powerful mercenary, you don't need Reaper's Toll because you're going to be proccing amp damage. Eggless FX, thank you so much for the sub. All I need to do is get 1,000 pit runs under my belt with this character, and we'll be dialed. Heavy booties. Not F. Actually, I should grab those because I have, for whatever reason, I have F Gorefoots, but I don't have the non-F version, so might as well have one of each.
I can't carry anymore.
My main attack reverts back. Oh, so I just gonna have to not... I also have to be careful where I'm clicking then. Shouldn't have made it in an F style points crystal sword. Yeah, I'll just set it to... That's a good idea. Holy Merc! Merc's frozen. Thank God you guys can't clip this. If there was a Twitch clip, that'd be clipped. If there was Twitch. But maybe in that case, cannot be frozen would be good for the mercenary. There'll be a little while until the human bot project is good to go. Know what I wanna. What are my stream hotkeys? I don't want to hit the wrong one by accident. I think F9 is my shutdown. Yeah, F9 is stop stream, okay. So we're okay. If I hit F9, stream is shut down. I gotta remove that hotkey because I have the stream deck now. It's not a big deal. Grant Paul, what's going on, buddy? Always remember the handlebar mustache on that picture. What are you saying, dude? Hit F9 on the stream deck? I should just set it to W or set it to E or something.
Alexa, hit F9 on stream deck.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, I plan on making a build video on this character, 100%. I just feel like it's better to like do a couple hundred runs and kind of get gameplay sorted out a little bit before I I don't just want to fire a build video and not actually playing the character, so. How do you... I know I've done this before. I did it on my trap center, forget. CV. Set that to E. And there. I have 655? Yeah, 655 MF. 105 FCR. 56% item find Hork. I don't have the ideal mercenary setup. Merc needs a source that cannot be frozen, which I'll probably use Kira's Guardian, and I'll probably put like an IAS attack rating jewel in the helmet or something. I'll rock Fortitude, and then that way... Probably might use a different insight base too, something that hits a little bit quicker. Currently I'm using a 17 med, 6 crit strike CV. For boots. Oh yeah, those are the Gorefoots that I gotta... So I'm gonna try and, every pit run, I'm gonna try and stop and then actually read chat. Because it's really hard for me to read chat at the same time, so. Every pit run, I'll try and take a break and answer your guys' questions.
I am overburdened.
Back in my hotkeys. What's considered the best helmet for this build that adds to Hork and Bow for... I would think a Perfect Topaz Shakeout is the best. That's what I would think. I'm gonna try to... I have an Eth Kira's Guardian somewhere. I'm gonna throw that on the Mercenary. I think it's on the Sorceress. That way I'll have cannot be frozen. So ideally I'd want to socket it with something, but must be on my mule. Go to my mule. Yeah, if you're having any issues with stream, guys, just refresh it. YouTube's kind of a pain in the butt that way. Seem to have lots of problems. Twitch runs smoother. Just unfortunate, I spent so much time streaming on YouTube. So there's my 50 res. I have another really, I think it's on the Paladin. I have another high res one somewhere. Higher resistances. Oh, that's 220. Circlet. Anyway, somewhere else I have another Ethereal Kira's Guardian on some different character, but back to the Sorceress and the shared stash. No drops yet. Shit, where the hell did I set it? Where the hell did I set it? Oh man, I don't even remember where I set it. No. Oh, help me out. Where did I set it, guys? I want to use the Eth one for style points, but where the hell did I set it? Non-shared. Maybe I left it on the mule. Oh god. Stream and fail problems. Good morning, Lady Stell. Oh, here it is. Okay, I left it on the mule. Okay. There we go. So I think ideally you'd want to socket it for reaching a further IS breakpoint, but so this way he's got cannot be frozen. Pretty much everything that he needs now. 4 foots for the mule. Is Shank good for farming? Shank's okay. Depends on your character and your budget. Like, he's always cold immune, so it's not good for Blizzard Sorceress, but if you have a Javzon, you don't have Infinity, you can do like Eldritch, Shank, and Pindle. It's like a decent farming location for non-Javzon Amazon. Joseph, might help if you hit up live? What do you mean? What do you mean, buddy? Have I used Hero Editor for anything? No, I haven't. There's still specific items that I'm hunting for, which if I was using Hero Editor, I would have made them already. Death's Fathom being one of them. The really big item that I'm hunting for forever. Can't find it. Can you move a D2 account with characters and items to... You can move a vanilla single player character to Pluggy. I'm pretty sure you can, like 90% sure you can. I just started my character on Pluggy, so I've never actually transferred it, so I can't 100% tell you. But can you move like your Battle.net characters to Pluggy? No. They're exclusive to Battle.net. I'll get it someday, Anti-F. Someday. We'll get it. Six NATO! No. Bummer. How do you get what? Bakasala? Pluggy or Diablo 2? If you want to install Pluggy, your best bet is to just search YouTube. There's multiple installation guides that help you through the process. If you want to download Diablo 2, just go to Blizzard's website and search under Classic Games. And you can buy both copies for 20 bucks. Or gold antlers. And all kinds of gold antlers. Matt C, what's going on, buddy? I missed your question. What's up? Last night's coming to bite me in the butt. Just need some more 5 NATOs. You guys know what the difference is between... Oh, never mind. That's what the difference is. I was gonna say there's vivid red, and then there's like light red, but that's just wolf hull. It's just a wolf head versus spirit mask. It's the same thing with blue here. So like blood spirit or spirit mask, like they just, yeah, that's all it is. Same thing here, alpha helm, so that's gold. Oh, never mind, I don't have one. Anyways, you get the idea. Antlers. Oh, those are antlers, but they're something to do with how they roll. Crazy Horse, you have 5 Death Fathoms, man? Come on, 5. Hook a brother up, man. You stealth, your husband got Death Fathom from last night from Pendle? Come on, man. Come on. Tell him I need one. Well, yeah. I'm doing the stash art thing a little bit, but we're shooting for 250 rare pelts. And I'm gonna get the godliest 5 NATO ever. Gonna make Mr. Llama's pelt look like a piece of crap. Alpha Helm Blue. The little friendly druid helmet rivalry we got going on. Kind of funny that I haven't found a single green. Like, I've started collecting, I've got like, what I have now, like 30 plus, maybe 40 rare druid pelts. I haven't gotten a single green one yet. How's it going, Zod? I want to get a Players 1 Zod rune today. Just for my buddy Zod in chat. Receptor. Ever found Tyro's Might? No. Not yet. Not yet. Any meth shank you find almost overall. I don't understand what you mean, unknown. Are you saying like you can find anything at shank you can find in Mephisto? Yeah, I agree with that. Mephisto's better to run than shank. I think shank is more of a BattleNet thing. Like you don't want to be realmed down. You're just looking for something quick boss to target. You just go to the Frigid Highlands. And then they're always there, easy to find. Kind of the same way like you can teleport down from the Outer Cloister to the pits. Blood Omen, I do like the singer, man. Definitely new to the character build and just getting like kind of dialed in, but do enjoy the character for sure. I'd say it's safer to play, but at the same time, certain instances it's kind of annoying. Like when the bosses are kind of scattering and you have to kind of like individually like telestomp and Warcry and they're running away. But for the most part, it's easier to play at peak efficiency, I think, than a Pit Circer. This is like my peak efficiency. We're not talking like pro peak efficiency, but that's what I mean when he runs off like that. Kind of annoying. We'll check the jewel. Fury Druid, what about him? 655 MF, 0. Probably teleport more and kind of scatter with Howl a little bit more effectively. Played her on the Dream Enchantress? No, I haven't. Typically when I was on Battle.net, I only ever played the standard characters. And I've kind of stuck to standard on single player as well, because I don't really have all kinds of wealth to play around and just throw crazy high runes into making any rune word that I want. You still have an FDS Fathom, Charlie? Jealous, I want one. What's up, Tafake? Kelsidon, it took me, I would say, about... I didn't grind like crazy, but probably 2 months to get a decently geared sorceress. What you're seeing now is the cumulative magic find of, you know, 4 to 8 hours a week over 2 years. So I didn't like get this stuff right away. But if you go hard at, like, you should be able to get like an Insight CTA, have a cool Blizzard Sorcerers for Ancient Tunnels, and like you could do it sub a month easy, depending on how much you play. If you magic find the right way, like do your Mephisto runs, grind out LK, make your CTA. Shouldn't take you too long. It's really all about how much time you're just willing to grind. Like we're going on, what, hour and a half now? 600 plus MF. Haven't found anything. It kind of gives you an idea of when you're mode tricking Mephisto with like 200 MF. It'd take you a while to get... Gladius. Getting your first Shaco or getting your first Arax. First Arax can take a really long time. Charm. Full damage. Cristiano, I have not made a build guide. There's definitely build guides on like Battle.net if you, or sorry, Diablo.net or D2JSP if you want to give them a kind of like a Google. But this will probably be my next build video. Kind of more just learning the character and testing gear setups and stuff. Cursed for Shaco. That's not necessarily a bad problem, Charles, to have. Oops. Because if you're still mode tricking Mephisto, you're probably running like a 3 perfect Topaz helmet, right? So yeah, Shaco's better, but Arax can be really tough to find. Like I think one of our community mods did close to 4,000 Mephisto runs to get his first Arachnid Smash. You've just been lucky in a weird way, getting 2 Arax and 0 Shakos. Bez, you're back. You missed Death's Fathom drop, man. And a burn. Do you understand why it's called the Pit Singer? Well, you're using war cries, so that's like where like the singing comes from, and pretty much it's a player's one exclusive pit running build, so you gotta just put the two together, Pit Singer. Better than calling it like a pit mercenary support and Merc does all the kills build, right? I saw Billy message something in chat. Give me a second, Billy's odd. What's up, Billy? No, I did. I was just joking. I was joking, man. Not drop anything. We haven't found anything yet, Billy. Not found anything. Billy was linking his nudes. Man, we were getting better drops on Hipster Thursday with 200 MF Fire Sorceress. Antlers.
I can't carry anymore.
That was a shattered corpse. I think that's the first corpse I've had shatter from Fortitude, so not really that bad using it. This is Girdle. Always question why they never made a unique Colossus Girdle. It's unlike Shadow Dancers, like the equivalent of Myrmidon Greaves. Don't understand why they didn't make a unique for that. Let me get caught up to chat. What did I miss? You find that, Blake? I kind of find the opposite. I feel like I have better luck spamming a single area than I do versus doing mass like Pits, Ancient Tunnels, Mephisto, Chaos, finishing off with Bale. Kind of find I have better luck the other way. Data Wasta, am I going to watch the UFC tomorrow? No, won't be. I work all weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 12-hour shifts. So typically don't watch a UFC unless it's like a crazy good fight. Like, the only one I really wanted to watch was Brock Lesnar versus Daniel Cormier, but since they've totally shit on that fight and it's never happening, I wouldn't mind watching Conor McGregor get beat up again. I really don't like him. Like, I can respect his skill and stuff, but after the whole bus throwing incident when he threw a chair through the window, you know, broke shattered glass into another one of the UFC fighters' eyes, and tried to hype up that Khabib fight, made such a big deal, and then he went out and went out and lost. I just don't really like his attitude anymore. Mad Seremet, thank you so much for the subscription, man. Appreciate it. Channel support means a lot. Thank you very much. Sean Corey, you just punched an old face. Yeah, see, that's what I mean, man. Like, I haven't... The same with John Jones. Like, the shit that he does, like, yeah, he's one of the best fighters ever. I don't have time for guys like that. Like, maybe you have to be a little bit crazy to be a good UFC fighter like that, but I just can't support those guys. Yen Trung Vo, thank you so much for the sub. I hope I didn't butcher your name there, man. Thank you, I appreciate it. Gax. Do you guys imagine a 3 open socket ethereal Tomb Reaver? That would just make my day. I'm the D2 LOD Wonder Boy? I have been told that several times, David. Several times. Hugh Paladin 18. It's going okay. We've dropped a Soul Drainers. That's about it. We did get Blue Sacred Armor, Rare Hydra Bull. Nothing else like too crazy, to be honest. Running 655 MF, just haven't found anything. Example, 105 FCR on the main hand though. I don't have like, it's not 105 offhand like the Pittsburgher setup. 105 on the main, 56% Hork, or item find, chance of item find. And we item find on the main hand, which is really good. Cap to res, which is pretty neat.
I can't carry anymore.
Jake, yeah, probably, Dark Souls will be a blind playthrough, 100%.
Impossible.
We're gonna finish Shadow of Colossus on Twitch, so it'll probably be a little while until I stream that again. Finish Shadow of Colossus, and I want to do the Resident Evil 2 remastered, and then I really want to finish Dead Space, but Dark Souls is on the list. Oh, that's a blue unearthed wand. And Kraken Shell. I don't want another D-Web game. Already got 2. No D-Webs. That's Fathom only. Jason, that is a pretty good base for Enigma. Just be aware of the repair costs. I made my Enigma in the exact same base, except it was a 15 ED. But just be aware that it only has 20 durability, so you will be chewing through Ralburns like crazy. Just as long as you're aware. Yeah, if you got Ralburns for days then don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm really pumped to play that game, Paladin. Like, it's gonna be fun. Even Dead Space, like, I'm definitely enjoying Shadow of Colossus, but I think I enjoy Dead Space more. That's why I'm pretty pumped to play Dead Space 2 and 3. Yeah, see, the guy, Jake, that has convinced me to play, like, FLP, I don't know if he's in chat, he says that he doesn't think I'll get by the first boss. So apparently it's pretty tough. Which I'm down for hard games if they're still beatable.
I'm overburdened.
But if I'm gonna be stuck on the same boss for like a week, then that'll piss me off, but... Stone skin. From home. Would that be F? Oh, it's not F. It's vamp gaze though. 20 DR. Ooh, 16 DR. Don't even want it. 16 DR. 180. I can do a blind Dark Souls playthrough. I will 100% be playing Death Stranding too. When Death Stranding comes out.
Can't carry anymore.
Hideo Kojima's new game. I don't know if you guys have seen the trailer for it. You seen the crazy, like, jar he's got on his chest with the baby in it, and it's used to, like, detect the... Hideo Kojima always has the most, like, far-out game ideas, but they're always really, really well done. This train looks weird. Really? I think it looks awesome. It's the guy Daryl from The Walking Dead too, which is pretty neat. You got an ethereal 5 socket plus 3 to javelin and spear skill. Is that worth anything or all usable? I don't think so, Vac. If you're going to be making a spears on, you're probably going to be using like Breath of the Dying or I don't know, an Ethone sedan or something. I can't see that being really useful at all, unfortunately. Again, I've never really built spears on, so I can't tell you what the best spears on setup is. I think Breath of the Dying is the ultimate, but I will be using an Ethone Sedan. Probably like triple Shale Rune or something. Something budget, because I'm not going to use my one and only Zod rune that I've found in 18 years of playing Diablo 2 on and off. I'm not going to use it for a or sorry, for a Spears on build. I don't like the Amazon that much. Shield. Stone Raven. That's a unique, has like resistances and cannot be frozen, doesn't it? I'm sure Stone Raven would work too, but I have two Ethone Sedans, and I don't have like godly sockets in them, so I can easily pull out the sockets into one and make a triple shield Ethone Sedan. Crushing Blow has repair durability. I thought it'd be a cool singer or budget spears on setup. Quahub. Try cows, players 3. I'm not a big fan of cow farming. I mean, this gets brought up all the time, but I just not a fan of cows. There's a lot of items that cows can't drop, and on top, excuse me, on top of that, there's not really good experience.
What you need? And
you can grind bases of runes if you farm a level 85 area. Oh, 65k to repair my perfect racks. Shit. You can get good rune drops or base drops with like a with a poison necro or like a hammered in or a blizzard sorceress, and you farm a level 85 area on player 7 difficulty. So it just, in my eyes, it makes way more sense to grind bases like Ancient Tunnels, player 7. You can go from like level 90 to 95 in like 1,000 runs and you'll get a bunch of stuff, versus 1,000 runs of cows, you might get one level if you're lucky. Can you upgrade runes like Battle.net? All of the ladder only rune words, Adrian, are available to me in Pluggy with in single player using the Pluggy mod. All the upping, like the weapons to upgrade uniques. Well, it's all there for me. I don't think I would Zod a perfect... Ooh, that's a rare drop. Sanders.
Impossible.
That's a pretty rare L drop.
I can't carry anymore.
Man, I wish I had a webcam specifically for my keyboard. My hands are going like crazy with this character. Breath of the Dying is an awesome rune word. Dual leech, 30 attributes, tons of IAS, so you can make Breath of the Dying in like a slow attacking base, like a war pike. I think I said dual leech already, didn't I? I mean, it's got the Poison Nova for style points, tons of ED, up to 415. It's just the problem is Grief. Grief is cheaper and better in a Phase Blade. That's really the only issue with Breath of the Dying. Breath of the Dying is a solid rune word. It's just Grief beats it, hands down, and it's much cheaper.
I can't carry anymore.
Pretty much the bottom line. That's why I dislike that rune word so much. Can we get... I can't keep a straight face with half the shit that comes out of your mouth, Billy. Oh my god. I will set up a groin cam just for you, man, and then I won't wear shorts. I'll just wear the underwear and just for you, Billy, because you're my buddy. I will, I'll do it up. Gray sweatpants, please. Just, Billy, send me a super chat to cover the webcam and then I'll do it. 100%. I'll even call it the Billy webcam on my OBS overlay. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Some of this shit, you guys. It's hilarious. So what do you guys think about the Pit Singer? For those that haven't played the build, you guys think you'll ever try it? Or just go Pit Circle all the way? Now that I'm like 50 runs into this character, I think I like it. I think I like it more than the Pit Circle, to be honest. Really think I do. Love to play Poison Necro. Poison Necro's fun too. Oh, you guys are all Pit Zerker? Team Pit Zerker? Come on, we gotta make Pit Singers great again. Make Pit Singers great again. Casters? Well, this is technically a caster. I mean, I have 105 FCR. I teleport like a sorceress. I mean, we're relying on war cries. I'd say it's Where are you going to do a werewolf or werebarb stream? The plan is, David, every other Thursday I'm going to do the Hipster Thursday. And then every other Monday I want to do Melee Monday. So I'm going to rock like Fury Druid, Werebear, Zealer Paladin. We'll go like Whirlwind Barb. We'll respec. We'll do like Bale running. That way you guys can get to see like a lot of the melee builds, because 99% of my streaming is always MF grinding. So I'll put like a Geed's Grand Charm, and I might rock like War Travelers on the melee characters just to have a little bit of MF. And probably Enigma, so you know, we'll have like 100 to 150 MF, but we're gonna do some melee stuff every other Monday for sure. That's the plan anyways. Christian, you want to try him? I don't know if he can do chaos runs. I think that maybe with a better geared mercenary it could be possible. Melee Monday, that sounds... Yeah, I think the first Melee Monday is probably going to be Trav Zealer Cycloid. But should be... Actually put my Hammered into use, because I like never play... Sorry, put my Paladin into use. So I like never play Hammered in. And the cool thing too is there's still like a chance to get like a Cham rune and stuff from Travinkel, so not like a total waste doing some melee stuff. And then doing Bale runs with the Barb, we'll be getting levels, which will make the Pit Singer and the Pit Zerker better. Where, there's no Might Aura there. Must be coming from up here. Yeah. Want to make an Orden? I've never made that character. I know that when like there was a glitch where you could infinitely stack auras, like way back in the day. If I'm gonna mess around with Dream, I need to like decide if I'm going to go the Bear Sorceress route or make Dream for Paladin. I'm probably gonna go the route of making it for the Sorceress.
I am overburdened.
Simon. Yeah, that's the plan. As I want to do the Bear Sorceress version instead of like, it gets really expensive when you make like Phoenix and a Monarch, and you make Phoenix and a Paladin shield, and you make Dream and a Paladin shield. Like you just start chewing through high runes like crazy. How's it going, Christian Deek? What's up, buddy? Looking solid with that sexy neon green D, buddy. Max power. We're grinding with the Pits Singer in the pits. So it's first time streaming this character. It's definitely different. Pretty effective though, I think. 655 MF. Definitely kind of, it's kind of funny like relying on the Mercenary to kill everything, but Max Power. I like that name, Max Power TV. It's good. It's good. Way better than Dabrowski. Rune, thank you.
I am overburdened.
Tips on breaking ice immunities, the Blizzard Sorcerers? You don't. Pretty much that's kind of the easy. There's very few cold immunities in the game that you can break with Infinity. Like the only one that comes to the top of my head I can think of is one Travincle member. The majority of the times you can break it with Infinity. You pretty much either have to run dual spec or farm areas that don't have cold immunes or skip them. Or well, I guess you can also rely on your Mercenary to kill them too. I don't even know which I'm horking, if I'm horking the... It's a mess. Because really for a high-end Blizzard Sorceress, Infinity Mercenary is still your #1 choice. It's just, you're not going to be able to break a lot of immunities. So some in the Ancient Tunnels you can break. There's Torque. But for most cases, monsters generally have a higher cold resistance than lightning or fire. So yeah, really just dual spec, Mercenary, or target farm areas that don't have a lot of cold immunes, like the Mausoleum or Ancient Tunnels. Ports as Barb. Oh, teleports? Yeah, I'm using the body armor Enigma. So, Jaw Ithbur, 2 doll skills, 25 rest to unlock, and 1 to teleport. That is how I can teleport around crazy. Like a sorceress. Adrian Bear Sorceress, really cool build, very expensive and a lot of pre-buffing. I really shouldn't say a lot of pre-buffing. I guess it's like maybe use like an Ormus Robes with enchant, and then you switch to a different body armor. Use the beast. Holy crap, where are my champion packs? Use beast to transform into bear, and then you switch to the Grizz Caddy. So I guess overall it's not too bad. I would never like have a bunch of fire skillers in my inventory to get a higher enchant and then switch them all out to lightning damage small charms. I would never do that, but it's also a character that I've never played though. I've just watched people like build videos and I kind of have an idea how it's played and how you pre-buff, but I'm not a pro at it. But I would definitely kind of go a little bit more simplistic with trying to minimize the amount of gear swapping that character. Pretty much every character is gear dependent. Outside of like really budget Blizzard sorceresses, you can still do good damage with crap gear as a cold mastery. For the most part, especially melee characters, but yeah. Javazon is pretty much really gear dependent towards having Griffins and Infinity Mercenary at the bare minimum. And then it gets really expensive if you have like Enigma for teleporting or Phoenix on your main hand for Redemption Ore to replenish your mana. Anton, Orton's Soul is lore. It's 1 to all skills, lightning res, and something else. It's like your budget +1 to skills caster amulet. Or sorry, caster helmet, excuse me. I play Hammerden a little bit, but not a lot. Probably my least favorite character to play. Plus, I get a lot of Hammerden hate in chat. Well, play it this way. What are you doing? Play it that way. You're not playing it right. You're not telestomping right. You're not playing it good enough. That's kind of what it's like every time I have a Hammerden stream, so. So what do you do? So do you even bother with like an Enchant Ormus Robes Armor Valentar? Or do you pretty much just transform to bear and then switch out Beast for a Grizz Caddy? Is that all you really do? Because that's how I would want to set it up. The most like minimal amount of gear swapping is how I'd want to play the Bear Sorceress. Sickoid, it is the biggest like backseat gaming character that I get. Like they're so particular about how the Hammer is played. No one's really said anything about my Pitsinger play outside of like swapping the mercenary gear around a little bit, but Shelthol Lem is treachery. Are you quizzing me on rune words, Anton? Oh, rare diadem. Oh, that would have been nice to get Griffins. 1 to assassin skills, 20 faster run walk, and Myrmidon Greaves, which suck. That would have been really nice. Get a Griffins on the Pitsinger. Ralto Tal Soul, Insight. Feel like I'm taking a math test with a teacher.
Good day.
Everyone, yeah, well, the reason people are like that, Stefan, on D2JSP is Ralter Tal Soul. That's not Spirit. Spirit is Talthol Lord Am. Omja Lem El, it's Faith. God, this is getting... What are you guys doing to me? Well, someone said something that I wanted to... A large charm's worth picking up? Not really. Not in my opinion. Ham shield, jaw low, ice. Would it be viable to do a jumping singing barb instead of Warcry? I don't think so, Christian. I've never tried it, but I think this is like the standard pit singer build. I'm sure you could get it to work, but... Well, whatever, I'm using the pluggy mod. If you type in exclamation pluggy, Nightbot should provide you with a link of a YouTube video I made that describes the mod. But it's essentially Battle.net for single player with a couple of quality life changes, like a bigger stash. Ladder only room words, cool stuff like this stat hub page here, so I don't need to add up my stats. Like, I just go here, MF, like faster cast rate, you can see my resistances. Just a lot of cool mods. Amral, Malleus, Dome, CTA, Scott. I haven't gotten one wrong yet. See, I'm more than just a pretty face, guys. More than just a pretty face. Jaw Mal, Josser, Jobber is Last Wish. Oh, Red Hawk Helm. I need that for my pattern. Need that for my pattern. Dol Burumski. Dol Burist is Chains of Honor. I think it's that. I think that's the order. Dol Burist. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I don't think it's... Dol Istbur doesn't sound right. Dol Burist, I think, is Chains of Honor. Ooh, Nat's Claw. That's a rare set item. That is a rare one. Natalia's Mark. Kushi, you're just punning me? Okay. All good, buddy. Is anybody gonna give me a rune that I can't... I haven't messed up yet. Leaf is Tural. Pretty sure it's Tural. Shit. Tural, right? Or is it Raltur? Oh, wait, no, I think it's Raltur. No! Failed. Tural, Raltur, what is it? Dol Io is white. Yeah, look at that. See, we're slowly building in a sexy pattern here. Nadir, oh, Dol El Hell is Turvex, that's silence. Oh, Bot D. Bot D has a Zod and a Vex in it, and I don't remember anything else. I can't, that's the one that I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know Breath of the Dying. Shit. There's a Hell rune, a Vex rune, a Zod rune, an Eld, and an L, I think. Also, Dolo is Fortitude. Travardi, what's up, bud? Nothing's wrong with you. Nefter, is that's Nadir, isn't it? The silence was just Dol Eld Hell is Turvex. They already spammed silence was.
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Vexlo Birdjaw Co. is destruction. The most expensive and good rumor, but it is a powerful rumor, but it is so over expensive. But the problem is like Reaper's Toll beats it. Or like Obedience is as good, but way cheaper.
I am overburdened.
Like I guess you have like the cool style points proc of destruction, but how the hell can I remember destruction? I have a brain like an elephant. Or memory like an elephant.
I can't carry anymore.
Spindler meth for MFing? Depends on what your magic finding goals are, Gladison. Amralthol. Is that Amralthol? Is that the rune word that gives you... That's edge, isn't it? That's edge. I think it's edge. Alexander, I think I like the Pit Singer better. To be honest, it's not as like effective. It's a little bit slower. I'm not running like the best mercenary gear right now. Oh, it's King's Grace? Shit. But I think it's an easier character to stream with than the Pit Circer. Definitely safer too. I'd like to roll like a really nice 17 meditation, like 6 critical strike, insight, and a thresher, and then rock like Chammed and Dariel's with Chains of Honor body armor. Oh no, you know what? Maybe I would just keep using Fortitude because I've only had one issue with the Frozen Corpse, so I think Fortitude's better to use than Chains of Honor. But I do enjoy the Pit Singer. I'm gonna say I give it the edge over the Pit Circer. Vexome Isdol is Exile. Weighted belt. Amber, Ist, Soul, Sir, Mike. That's Eternity. I think I've only gotten one wrong. It was that damn King's Grace. Relax. Chicken Chaser had to screw me up. Naga. I'll check the Naga. Could be really nice. Eth. Zergrax, not Eth, don't care.
It's locked.
Keegan, it's crazy how I know them all. Elkol, Thol, Eth, Fal, Anton is Obedience. Raven. That's Hodo. Everybody should know Hodo. Kovex, Pull, Thol. Bestiary, you just dropped man's songs? Good on you, dude. How did it roll? That's a nice drop off of Pindle. Good on you, man. Eth, Rao, Ort, Tal. Why do you keep giving me all these shitty ones, Matt, that I can't know off the top of my head? I'm no longer answering questions from Matt, because Matt just makes me look like I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, already killed the... My Merc.
I am overburdened.
What are they doing, Mike? Are they doing like a expand on to Diablo 3? I haven't been following Blizzard news. If they are doing that, I'm assuming it's just to tie them over until they make Diablo 4. That would be my guess.
I am overburdened.
Probably the safe guess is that tide people over and upset Diablo 2 franchise people over Diablo Immortal with Diablo 3 expand on. Tafke? No, I don't think that they're going to. Cham Foul, what is that one? Risp? Cham Foul, that's that Sin. No, that's, Fury? It's Fury, right? Isn't that the one that gives you +5 to Frenzy? Wait, no, that one has a jaw. Oh, no, it does. Oh, shit. It's got to be the Chaos Claw that gives you Whirlwind, isn't it? Oh, Plague. That doesn't count. That doesn't count, Plague. For whatever reason, I thought... I do know some of the stats on that, though. That has the aura that gives... The Cleansing Aura. Cleansing Aura, like, chance to cast lower resistance on striking or being struck. Something like that. That was a good one, Russ.
I am overburdened.
You got me. We'll check the circuit. 3 fire skills, 20 FCR, 6 to energy. Bargo, you don't know that, man. We talked about this earlier. You don't know that it's going to be a piece of crap. You should at least give it a shot. You should at least give it a shot. Hodo is the best overall caster runeword in the game, Mayo, so yes, it is a fantastic runeword to make. I would always suggest making it, like if you're grinding a character up from scratch, a sorceress, I'd always suggest making CTA first. It's a fantastic, best overall caster runeword, hands down. Used on the Wind Druid, hammered in, it can work well on a sorceress. I'm using dual Hodos on Switch on this Barb. Yeah, I agree, Jason. I agree. Like, I feel like you need to at least give the game a chance. And just going ahead and saying it's crap before it even comes out, I think it's kind of... You have to at least play it for like a week and give it an honest review. You can't just instantly turn it on and then it doesn't look like Diablo 2 and you hate it. Age flicks, D2 remaster would be cool. I just don't think it'll ever happen. And to an extent, I kind of don't want it to happen. Like, I don't really play D2 for the graphics, so I don't care if they upscale the graphics. And I worry that they're gonna screw things up. Because like some of the quirky bugs and stuff like the snake vipers in Neolifex Temple, that comes to mind. Like the little quirks and bugs make Diablo 2 feel like it's Diablo 2, like debugging armor, stuff like that, right? And I feel like if they go fix a bunch of that stuff, upscale it, it's not that appealing to me. I mean, it would be kind of cool if they could keep all the bugs and reskin the graphics, but this is annoying when they split up like that. Yeah, like if there was... I do agree, like if you made certain additional areas level 85, it'd be really cool and it would open up alternative areas to Magic Find. I agree with that. I still feel like with having level 2 of the pits, that pits is always going to be better. It's like Ancient Tunnels is good for... It's like your god tier level 85 area to farm with a budget character. Pits is the best with the high-end character because of level 2. Chaos is the best for the Hammered In. And I feel like adding extra level 85 areas would add variety, but for people that really like to min and max, I don't think they would ever leave the pits. I've seen your future drop a high rune next run is going to be Zod rune. Players 1 Zod. D2 is drained. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that, man. Kind words mean a lot. Thank you very much. A players 1 Burr rune with the Pit Singer. That would be pretty dope. Am I gonna play Classic WoW? No, I don't think so. I never really played WoW to begin with, so... Doesn't really interest me too much. I don't want to say never, but a very good chance that it won't be. Stone Skin again. What rune do I want the most? Probably a Jaw rune just to even it up with 12 finds with 12 Jaw runes apiece with Belch. I wouldn't mind another Cham rune. Possibly Cham like a G-Face. Or make Doom or something. Or Pride. So probably Cham rune. Jaw rune, my ego says a Jaw rune, but probably a Cham rune. Never played Grand Theft Auto. Doesn't really interest me. Do Jaws even drop Devil Engineer? Yeah, Jaw can drop from... You can drop up to a Zod rune from any character in the pits. I have dropped it. Confirmed, dropped a Zod rune before. Runes being limited to specific areas, that's like super chest stuff.
I can't hear.
Or it is area level dependent as well, but like anything can drop in level 85 area. When we talk about like lower Kuros super chest, for example, where they can only drop Burr, that's like an act related thing where super chests only drop Burr Act 3, you can drop up to Cham in Act 4, and then you can drop Zod. Act 5. It's an act-related thing. Let's drop in cow level. Honestly couldn't tell you. I don't really farm cows ever, so if I have gotten a good drop, I don't remember what it is. Maybe like an Istern or something. I just never farm cows.
I am overburdened.
I'm not an Anton. That's not the type of music I listen to. So I would pass on all 3. Well, you do a lot of cow farming, don't you, Matt, with Path of Diablo? Ugh. It is 3:15. What's up, Mr. Pan Man? What's the main weapon? It's an Isted Wizspike with a 6-Isted Crystal Sword on the offhand. Fingers for the jam rune. I'm probably gonna do another... We'll do probably like 5 more of these runs. And then that'll be it for me today, so thank you guys. Is Pluggy better than Pod? It's just personal preference. Pluggy if you want to play vanilla Diablo 2. Pod if you want a new twist on Diablo while still maintaining the feel and originality of the game. Where something like Needing XL is kind of more on the spectrum of a completely new feel to Diablo 2 while maintaining like a tiny little bit of Diablo 2 feel, where Pod is kind of more focused on trying to be as original to the game as they can, but at the same time twisting a lot of the top tier meta builds from original D2 and making other characters and builds more viable. Pretty much the best like 30-second answer I can give you on the difference between 2, and really what you think is better just depends on what you enjoy more. When people call them tunes, what's wrong with tunes? Sorceress tune? It's the gear on this tune. Some people go crazy over Sork instead of Sorceress. I used to say Sork, but now I just say Source all the time.
I need a key.
The Brune Toonski. That's an original name. I got that from BT Neanderthal, watching too many BTN streams. Sork, 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 Sork. Pickaxe. We have 4 more runs to drop something epic. I think Nat's Claw was the best drop today. Well, you know how much he grinded D2, Matt? Like, we're talking like 40, 50 hours a week, nonstop. Another Unearthed one. He needed that for like 3 years, so I understand why he's burnt out.
I can't.
Are we talking voice, Charles, or content? I think he's the best Hammerton player I've seen. Probably the most dialed on Hammerton. Like when he was doing chaos runs and had his telekinesis ring and stuff, super dialed. Whirlwind Barb is really good for bail running, for grinding experience. The Whirlwind Barb is the best bail running barb. I was gonna say bail running character, but no, he's the best bail running barb. Whirlwind is just such a clunky skill to use, though. I'm sure it would get better with like a lot of practice, but I'm not a big fan of Whirlwind. Like I'd rather do this constant Howl, Warcry, Hork, teleporting, switch around than to deal with trying to try Whirlwind with mana burn on Bail Waves. It's a pain in the butt. No, we're on players 1, Seer Dodo, not definitely not players 8. The Warcry, it does do some damage. Like we're at 869 to 900 physical damage. It's really more towards like providing crowd control and stunning, while the Mercenary gets the kill shot. It's like a little bit, it's a easier to play, a little bit more tanky, but not quite as efficient pit running character as the Pit Zerker. Maybe it's a little bit annoying for you guys to hear the same howl over and over again, I don't know. Fun character for me to play, at least. You hear it when you have a whole boatload of monsters to item find. Barco. I don't do anything special with my skin, man. I just bought a decent webcam and I invested in nice studio light. That's all I did. No, yeah, see you're better off playing a different, like you can't use item find on a boss, right? You can't get like that extra corpse loot. So it's way better running like Mephisto with the Blizzard Sorcerers. But super uniques and champions and boss packs, you can take advantage of item find. So yeah, I would not use a Pit Zerker setup to farm Mephisto. There's just better characters. Got a Realm Rune, check the staff. Really want to get that +3 to energy shield, make memory. All right, later, Charles. Have a good one, buddy. Staff. Nope. Thunderstorm. It's so weird how sometimes they just get absolutely flatlined. One hit, and then if they have stone skin, it's a lot longer. Yeah, this is just a magic finding. Pretty much exclusively for running the pits. I wouldn't run any other. I mean, I could try a chaos run. I just have a feeling it would go horrible. Just for shits and giggles, we'll try a chaos run. But I do have capped resistances. I think it'll be the same idea, it's just a lot slower because the mercenary kill is not going to be there. Alright, let's go chaos. Surprised I have a app for the Barbarian chaos. You're gonna run away through it. Then the seal, yeah. There's no point. Because then I gotta do the seal bosses, they're capped at TC 78. Not worth my time. After Blizzard Sorceress, what I recommend is the second character for magic finding. Depends on if you have Enigma or not. Enigma pretty much opens up the door for playing multiple builds, right? So Hammered In, Wind Druid, Teleporting Trap Assassin if you want to MF the Pits, Pit Seeker, Pit Singer, all of those builds are oriented around Enigma. That's kind of why, like, the big question is, do you make Infinity first or do you make Enigma first? It really just depends on the characters that you want to play. So if you do make Enigma, I would probably say like Hammerden's probably a pretty solid character to go with. Not too expensive either. I mean, outside of like, it's not too hard to roll like a good Spirit. Odo's not too expensive either. The hardest to find piece is really the Enigma. Because you can use an Insight Mercenary. You don't need any crazy expensive, powerful Merc body armor. You can use Treachery. You can rock Insight.
I am overburdened.
Everything else is relatively cheap outside of Enigma. You can MF without Enigma, you absolutely can. It's just gonna be way slower and less efficient. Like, you can run Pindle with a Javazon without Infinity and Enigma. You can use the Barbarian, use Item Find, you can run like a budget setup, and you can run Pindle. It's just never gonna be as good. Like, you can't, all the ground that I'm covering teleporting, you just can't do that running. Right? You can, it's just, you're better off if you don't have Enigma to just use a Sorceress. It's going to take you X amount of years longer to gear up your characters running around. Locked chest. Make America Great Again. You found Cereba's Bite. It's a nice druid pelt. It's kind of overshadowed by Jalal's or Fire Druid. Fire Druid, you want to rock Ravenlore. Jalal's is kind of... Jalal's or G-Face is what you use on melee. I mean, it's not a bad Druid Pelt. Good for Ubers. Lots of attack rating and open wounds. But for typical PVM, it's not as popular. One, two... A lot of crafted material to sort through here. Must have a decent F base for Enigma. No, you don't want to make F. You want to make Enigma in a non-F base. I would never make Enigma an ethereal base. That's not a good idea unless you wanted to run some really weird mercenary setup where you're actually using Enigma on the mercenary. But, like, that's very far out there. Definitely make your top 3 bases to make Enigma are going to be an Archon Plate. That's if you don't care about the extra strength and it has more defense. Mage Plate if you want to have like a 0 strength investment character, because it's a very low strength requirement to equip that body armor. And then if you don't want to go those 2 routes, you can go Dust Shroud. It's like a good combination between defense but also having a lower strength requirement. Basically Mage Plate, Dust Shroud, and Archon Plate. Those are your top 3 Enigma bases, and anything outside of that is going to be very niche and not very common. Like making like a Sacred Armor Fortitude or something way out there for Barbarian. Not your typical setup. Best place to find Titan's Revenge? Nightmare Mephisto. Nightmare Mephisto for sure. Are you looking for socketable bases, Rainfall Paladin? If you are, I would just focus on high monster density areas and clear them as fast as you can on a higher plate or ability setting. Cows, Chaos, Ancient Tunnels, even the pits will work. I wouldn't farm specifically Eldritch and Shank if you're base hunting. Ooh, Giant Thresher. That's always a rare one. Stormspire. 194 ED, Stormspire. Always that very rare drop that's like totally 100% useless. Other than Titans, would you farm Nightmare? No. I mean, if you really want like a Hawes, he's a better place to farm than Hell Mephisto, but overall, Hell Mephisto can drop better stuff than Nightmare, so definitely go Hell over Nightmare, like every time. Hawes can drop all over the place, like Hell Mephisto, or sorry, Nightmare Mephisto, Nightmare Diablo, Nightmare Bale. I could drop a unique Gilded Shield here, you could drop it off of a weapon rack. Really drop all over the place. Oops. Res all mixed up. Oh, yeah. Nice. That is going to complement my Phoenix Fire Sorceress. Oh, shit. 1 to fire skills, 36 to life. Yeah, of course it's fire. My, like, very best fire. Oh, I have a full inventory of plain cold skillers, with one of them has plus 17 to life, and that one is, oh man, shit. Hell yes. God damn. That is fucking epic. I can't get a plus, you know, cold life or lightning skiller to save my life, but fire skiller with plus life, easy. I'm gonna put that on my fire sorceress now, just to see what that does for her health. Shared stash. I'll rock my typical mausoleum fire source setup. I'll switch it around again. I don't need any dext. Isted Aussie. Switch out the Shaco for Isted Shaco. So I'm gonna remove the gold find because we don't need gold find. Yeah, so, oh, sorry, it's 13 to life. 13 to life. Okay, this is my charm inventory. Well, 36, but plus bow, right? This is my charm inventory on my my fire sorceress. So 40 MF Geeds, 1 to fire skill is 12 FHR, 1 to fire skill is 6 to strength, 6 to strength, 36 to life, 40 to life, and 6 to strength. So I just need to get, like, really my worst skiller now is plus 6 to strength. That's shit. And then I'll swap out. I was using Dungos and Wizard Spike, kind of a weird setup, but go back to the traditional setup. This is typically what I run on my Phoenix Fire Sorceress. Nearly 2,600 health. Damn. 2,570 health. Matt's just trying to backtrack. He doesn't know what Battle Orders is. Just trying to backtrack. Yeah, like the only way I can get better is to drop my plus 6 to strength skillers for like plus life. That's literally the only way I can get my fire sorcerer stronger. But that's with the Phoenix Fire Sorcerer setup. I had a... Like, I can always switch the gear around. I have a 0 strength investment Enigma Fire Sorcerer's build. It's not quite as much damage as the Phoenix setup, but I'm sure I can get 3k health on my Sorcerers now. Which is frickin' nutty.
Impossible.
That's why you always check your blue skillers, your blue grand charms. You never know. Yeah, you just got a 40-14 Dungos? It was F. Too bad Dungos, instead of being 40 to Vitality, it was like life that was boostable by Battlers, but that's still a solid find, man. I have yet to find a 50-40 Dungos. What's the purpose of ethereal items, Ormdoc? Well, it depends if it's for your mercenary or for you. Eth items have, like, weapon bases have an inherent 50% damage bonus than their non-eth counterparts, and then body armor, it's 50% enhanced defense for the eth versus non-eth counterparts. So there is certain particular items that have repair durability. So two of them that come to mind is Sandstorm Treks, Skulders. So those are two items where you'd prefer to have them in eth because they'll never run out of durability. They have a lower requirement, like strength requirement to equip them, and then they give you more defense. But in terms of your mercenary, they don't use durability, so eth items will always be better. And then there is some specific items which are really nice if they have a Zodder input in them. So eth Death Cleaver, for example, you can get 100% deadly strike with that setup. Then you just have to invest a Zodder in so you don't lose durability. So it's kind of best example I can think of off the top of my head of different uses for ethereal items. That's pretty cool, Blake. You find you have mana issues using a Grand Matron bow? Or sorry, a mat bow? My first Boazon build is going to be Frost Maiden Windforce Hybrid. So I have lots of physical damage for Mana Leech. It is less cold damage, but you don't have to constantly pot when you're spamming Frozen Arrow. Korun.
I can't.
And Nat's armor. She has lots of mana each? Okay. A lot of people that I've talked to said that you typically have mana problems with that character. There's like you're spamming Frozen Arrow, which uses up like, what, 30 mana per shot at a high level. So it's like good luck keeping your mana if you have like a 300 or 400 mana pool. You gotta constantly pot, but oh, right, okay. Hybrid versus pure. Okay, yeah. I'll be going pure cold, but I'll just have a boost of physical damage with, ooh, Phase Bletta. Could that be Azarath? I do already have Azarath for the Grail, but I only have one. I've been hunting forever. Oh, it's Azarath. Oh. 1 to fire skills, 36 to life, and the super rare Azarath. But I think that rolled... Does it roll 10 to 12 Sanctuary Aura? Or what is the Aura... What does the Sanctuary Aura roll on it? I actually don't know what the damage ED roll is on it. Man, I think I gotta keep streaming. We're freaking hot right now. Oh, I gotta keep going. We're hot. Oh, 10 to, okay, so it's like anti-perfect on the Sanctuary Aura. 10 to 13. Okay, I thought it was 10 to 12, but what is the ED roll on it? Damn, Azarath. Yeah, baby. $230 to $270D. Thank you, Melius. I mean, the only time I think I'd ever use Azarath is maybe for a Zealer. Zealer for fun, but even then, probably wouldn't use it. It just looks so much better. The lightsaber is the The most ass-looking Diablo 2 skin that there is. Yeah, players won, Calicidin. Players won. Yeah, we put the plus 36 to life fire scaler. We put it right away on the my Phoenix Fire Sorceress. Fire skill for the Bear Sorceress? Well, the Bear Sorceress, you want to stack all kinds of lightning damage small charms. We were talking about using Fire Skillers to like pre-buff enchant. That's kind of a pain in the butt. But I'm not opposed to using like a +3 to enchant Ormus Robes just to squeak out like an extra 3 enchant skills really easy. Because really it's not that big a deal to switch the body armor out right away. Calicidin, thank you very much for the super chat. Feel free to leave a message next time. My girlfriend, robo-girlfriend Charcy will read it out for you. Thank you, Calicidin, for the super chat. Is Rabies Fear Druid viable? A Rabies build? No, not really. For fun playing around, something different? Yeah, for sure. It would like it's kind of cool to mess around in cows with Rabies, but in terms of like, is it as good as Fury Druid? Not even close. Hey man, try Path of Diablo for Rabies? Or did they give the Rabies Druid a big buff? Pretty much anything that's not good in Vanilla Diablo 2 is really good in Pod, so Blades of Ice Assassin, Poison Javelin, Rabies Druid.
I am overburdened.
But so we got that Fire Skiller plus 36 to life, a Storm Spire, and Azarath. It's been a pretty good stream. For loot, anyways. Rare mesh armor. Summon Druid. I did as normal Summon Druid playthrough. I'm probably gonna try and finish off. Like I want to do Nightmare and Hell with teammates that I played it through with, but probably gonna respect Elemental. I didn't enjoy it. Just like non-stop, constantly recasting crows. I didn't like it at all. You can like summon multiple spirits and multiple like you can get like the Oak Sage, Heart of the Wolverine, and you can summon like dire wolves and bears at the same time, but I didn't enjoy it at all. It was the most tedious character build I've ever played. Vargo, I don't really have any interest in Grand Theft Auto. Like on Twitch, I want to finish Shadow of Colossus, and then I want to do the Resident Evil 2 remake, work my way through Dead Space. Dark Souls would be cool to play. But I don't have any interest in that Grand Theft Auto roleplay stuff. Just don't. Not at all.
I am overburdened.
Rune.
I can't carry anymore.
try Minecraft. I should. You seen the amount of views PewDiePie gets on Minecraft? Holy crap. I gotta get on the Minecraft hype train. I have 655 MF Leandro. 105 FCR, Horking on the main hand. 3600 health, 1500 mana. I could get 4 more MF with a pair of Perfect War Travelers. I get 1 more MF if I use an Isted Shaco. I could get a little bit more MF if I had a Caster Amulet. But the issue is the Caster Amulet with my setup, I have to have 15 plus FCR. Because I'm using 50 from the Wiz Spike, 20 from Mage Fist, and 20 from Arax gives me 90. And then I need 15 or more on the Caster Amulet, so that's because I'm using this Six-Fisted Crystal Sword on the offhand. I could get 1 there and 1 there, so I could get 2 more MF there, plus 4 there, so 6, 7 total, and a better Caster Amulet. Bestiary, yeah, I know. I was gonna stream on Twitch today, but then I said screw it. Do some... I wanted to play around with this character because this will be my next build video. So I thought it'd be cool to kind of get a little bit of experience under my belt of playing it. BL3? What's BL3, Payman? I'm trying to keep this channel like entirely towards Diablo 2. And then I have I got a variety channel if you guys want to give it a follow. That's where I post all my VODs and highlights from Twitch, but I find that the Diablo 2 core audience is very particular about the games, right? So I start streaming multiple games on this channel. Might not be the best idea. But I don't know what BL3 is. What is BL3? First person shooter looter. What's up, Geese and Go? No. I post on my Twitter, or sorry, on my Twitter. Well, I do post on my Twitter. I just post on my Discord, let people know that I'm going live on Twitch. I could try posting a message on YouTube. It's not a bad idea. I think there's rules against that, though. I don't know how much YouTube enforces it, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to, like, specifically make a video on YouTube directing people to another website. Like, it's fine to have, excuse me, it's fine to have, like, links in your video of being like, oh, here's my Twitch channel, but as far as, like, making a video or a message, it's just like, go to this link, leave YouTube. I think that there's community rules against it. 100% for, 100% there is for making a video, but maybe maybe a message is okay. Richard, I'm doing good, man. How are you? Yeah, he did messages. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I could try doing it for my next Twitch stream. Not a bad idea. It's all random, Mayo. So I've had declone spawn on stream before. I've had them not. Really just randomized. If you leave a game open all day, you're pretty much guaranteed to get 1 declone spawn. But as far as when I'm yeah, like when he made this short video, like, oh, I'm not gonna stream anymore, I'm gonna stream on I'm pretty sure that's a community guideline strike, but I think YouTube only enforces that on really big creators. But doing it from a YouTube community member or message might be okay. Community board message. I don't have a gear command set up for this, Leandro. I'm gonna make a build video, but if you scroll way back, well, I kind of already went over the gear, sort of, with you.
Hello.
Mage Fist, Arax, Enigma, Perfect Topaz Shaco, Caster Amulet, 6-ist Crystal Sword, Ist Whizspike, 2 SOJs for mana, and 46 War Traps, and then on Switch I have 2 Heart of the Oaks to boost my battle orders. Using Item Find on the main hand with 655 MF. I talked to FLP about using like dual 6-istic Crystal Swords on the offhand and like switching the Item Find, but basically he said that if you're really good at playing the character, that item finding on 105 FCR makes up for item finding with like a lower FCR breakpoint, having the more MF. I just kind of went by what he said. Plus, I think it's easier to item find on the main hand than it is to constantly switch back and forth between your main hand and your offhand. At least with this particular character. This is literally my first stream I've ever played this character, Leandro, so definitely better than what it was at the start playing him. I think it's easier, Warren. I think it's safer. And it's easier, it's not like as efficient as a Pit Circuit, but I think it's easier to play at maximum efficiency versus a Pit Circuit. Because you kind of teleport Howl and you just spam Warcry. It's a little bit more mindless than Pit Circuit setup. Now, but try streaming it to hundreds of people and interacting with chat at the same time. That's where a character that's easier to stream with is better for me. I think it's based off MF. I don't know what you mean, Rich. Yeah, Singer is. I actually turned down my game volume because people were kind of annoyed by the Warcry. But I think it's better now, isn't it? That I specifically turned down the volume. Ooh, that's Doombringer. Doombringer, that's a nice one. A nice find. Too much arousal from the war cries? Oh, Matt, get your head out of the gutter. I think the Barb looks so funny when he's item finding like a whole whackload of corpses. Is +5 the highest? I thought that a white base you wanted to look for +3 to Bone Spear. And then you made white for... You could get up to a total of +7? I'm honestly not sure off the top of my head. If anybody wants to look that up. Because I think white gives you +3 to Bone Spear, doesn't it? Or sorry, excuse me, +4 to Bone Spear? Or is it +5? And if you... Putting points into item find gives you MF? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. More points into... Well, it gives you a higher chance of redeeming an item from a corpse, but it doesn't give you more MF. Or you could argue that, like, in theory, having a higher percent item find is the equivalent of having, like, more MF with a lower item find. That's too much min-maxing for me. At 655 MF, we're doing pretty quick pit runs and looting up items. Can I kill Darrell with this build? I don't see why I couldn't. Be pretty slow though. I don't even do 1,000 Warcry damage. That's pretty low. What's up, Peter? Martin, I prefer it. I honestly prefer it. It's a little bit easier to play and stream at the same time. And it's definitely a safer character. There's way more crowd control between Howl and Warcry. It's a fun build. It's not fully optimized, my Mercenary. I think I need to make Insight in a better base and then socket my Ethereal Kira's Guardian, but currently running no life leech on the Mercenary, and he hasn't had an issue yet dying, so. Flavio, this isn't like a Bale running or like Chaos running character. It's extremely niche. It's like players 1 for grinding the pits is pretty much the setup. I mean, I think you could probably run this in the Ancient Tunnels, but elsewhere it's not. Like, it's not a Bale running character or anything like that. It's literally designed for like one thing, and that's trying to loot very rare, unique items. Stone Skins really slowed him down, too. Best Bale running character? Hammerden's really good. Sorceress, Lightning Sorceress is very good. Javazon is amazing. Whirlwind Barb is pretty good, too. It depends on the player's difficulty. Like, really, any good geared character, like a Trapsin, Wind Druid, even like a Boazon should be able to clear players 1 Bale run. But if you're talking like player 7, like what I listed is probably the best. Javazon, Hammerden, Lightning Sorceress, or a dual skill tree setup. Blizzard Fireball. That might be cool for a Javazon.
I am overburdened.
Yeah, if you give my channel a quick little run over, I do have a Javazon build guide, and it is a Enigma Javazon build. I prefer it for the mobility and being able to reposition my Mercenary. That's why I like Enigma. It sucks when you don't have the Conviction Aura from your Mercenary. 100% Insight. You need the Mana Scot, and you don't want cold damage, because cold damage is going to shatter corpses, and then you can't use item find on them for the Pit Zerker specifically. Definitely Insight. Now, if you're talking like a Whirlwind Barbarian, Reaper's Toll for sure. The Decrepify Aura, you don't care about corpse shattering, but even this character, the only cold damage is from the Fortitude Cross burns. The Chilling Armor proc from Fortitude, but it really doesn't shatter corpses too often. Like, I think I've only had one corpse shatter this entire stream, so... Nicolay, I don't craft charms, no. I typically don't even re-roll grand charms. The only reason I have been mass collecting perfect gems is just do it for the sake of a video. Usually I just identify every blue charm that drops and then hope it rolls good. Like, I got a really good one today, the Fire Skill with 36 to life. Vargo, that's fine if you don't like the build, just watch the language, please. You don't need to use that word. Justin Bieber configuration. It's the Justin Bieber Magic Finding Barbarian configuration. Like, I personally love this build because it's a lot easier for me to read chat and play at the same time. It might be like boring for you guys to watch, which really sucks because it's a fun character for me to stream. Any character that's like easy to read chat is a bonus for me. Well, you gotta look from my perspective, right, Ghoul? Trying to play at like good efficiency, play well, not die, and constantly read what's being spat at me in chat and try and answer the questions. It's pretty difficult to do. And really, unless you've done it before, it's hard to relate. That's why characters that are good for streaming, I really like them.
Overburdened.
Alright, so we're going for 3.5 hours now. I'm gonna do 3 more pit runs. That's it for today. Read chat with one eye, play with the other. Yeah, if only that was that easy. If only. Sickoi, I really struggle with the poison necro. Constantly, like, maybe I just need more practice, but I think this character is easy for me to play than Poison Necro. Mostly because if I'm not paying attention, like archers, you can tell you stomp them, but when your bone armor runs out and I'm not paying attention, not recasting it. It might be just because I play the Poison Necro on player 7. Like, I wonder if I played it like pure MF players 1, might be easier. Ghoul Hands, I missed the question. No, it does not synergize with MF. It has nothing to do... All item find does is more points at item find gives you a greater chance of recovering an item from a corpse. So you could have 1,000 MF or 0 MF, and you're still going to have right here, 56. Next level is 56. So it just like having more MF is going to increase the odds of an item that you find from item find from it rolling like unique, but it doesn't. The percentage of MF has zero bearing on the percent chance to recover an item, if that makes sense. So like, yes, obviously like 800 MF, when you hork an item, you'll have a better chance of it rolling unique, but it doesn't have any bearing on the percent chance of an item being horked. Okay, second last run. I'm gonna drop the rune. I'll go back and check Flavio. I don't think I missed a rune. No, no rune there. Oh, Row rune. Good ears, Flavio. The thing I wasn't. Can you imagine if that was like a jaw rune or a bird rune? I would owe you huge. But Row rune's always good for crafting. 80%? Whoa, 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 whoa. 20% me talking? Alright, one more pit run, guys. One more pit run. Still going on the crafter amulets, Richard. I just don't have a lot of... This is how far I am for the next 100 batch. That's 25. Right, because the amulets and jewels are easy, so... I'm not even at 50 yet. So to hit the next 100 batch, probably gonna be a while. Mark, yeah, a lot of twerking. A lot of twerking on the Bit Singer. Did get some really nice finds today though, so probably worth it. Yeah, jewels are easy to find, and then it's really easy to... I think I'm gonna get my pure gold find Wizard Sorcerer set up shortly, so... Gold and gambling amulets is not an issue. It's really just the perfect amethyst and Ralvarns always holds me up. I really like this build, Mark. I really do.
I need a key. I am overburdened.
Forbidden is a little bit of friendly competition's okay. In terms of like sheer trying to put somebody down, that's, yeah, it's a little bit too much. Slavin, All right, guys. So that's it for my Friday stream. Hope you guys have a wicked weekend. Had that video today, little highlights. I got a video coming up. Yeah. Got a video coming out Monday as well. And I'll definitely have a build. Well, sorry, I have a video coming out Monday. It's not a build video, but I will do a build guide of this barb because I'm probably going to run the Pit Singer for a while. Maybe I won't do it every stream because I think you guys seems like you guys are hit and miss on actually liking the Singer barb. But it is fun to play and you guys should definitely try it out. I think it was a blast. Yeah, don't forget all the tags too, guys. Discord in the description of stream. Also have my Twitch channel, Variety YouTube channel, that's all there. So if you guys want to hit me up, support me on those fronts, I'd appreciate it. And other than that, guys, I'll probably see you guys Tuesday. Video Monday, and I'll see you guys Tuesday. All right, peace out.
If we are one grain of sand in the middle of the ocean, can you try to understand how a touch can cause explosions? I'm too great to be landed. We're too great to be standing.
They ain't never gonna stop us, fly at 'em like choppers, better took those risks, cold blood in my fist, we fire starters, one out of a million will reach those heights, always got a feeling that I won't deny that work, never could die, look at my eyes, I'm on the rocks, rise. Rise, part of my size, trying to make sense of it all comprised. Yeah, highs, pinning these skies. Never stuck down, feeling paralyzed, but I'm up now. We all too late to fall. Yeah, anyone that coming up, I left them all. Never look down when this risk involved. They got guts, gotta learn, I gotta wish it all. Ain't got no feelings, we just flowing. Yeah, I'm that grain of sand that made it out the ocean. A couple milli now, I'm causing a commotion. I've been coasting, hear my name around the world like an explosion.
No